Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from Soldier Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those had questions about him. They often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's got room. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there. But you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd and short. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here's Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
An extremely durable player, had 210 consecutive starts in the NFL before missing one in 2017. And when you have to deal with him in the playoffs and a Super Bowl's on the line, Eli Manning's at the top of his game.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Manning. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Manning to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma. Personally and professionally. You can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Second-round pick in 2015, Eddie Goldman holds down the middle of this defensive line with some toughness, some leverage, and some personality. Understands he's going to be double and sometimes triple teamed on every snap. Does it with a smile, takes on those blockers, and opens up space for his other pass rushers. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. From the gun, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On first down, they run with Howard. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Two really nice plays. The second one a run, and now they're set up first and goal, and the offense is clicking right now. They're really humming. The momentum continues to build for them, and they feel great about the position they're in. I can't imagine the offense coordinator is feeling anything but good right now. Looking at his play sheet, run, pass, either way, he's got to like his chances.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. On first and goal, Howard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Able to fight through one tackle.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Manning now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Manning. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trubisky will throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Nice job there, right, of just going through the progressions, finding the open man, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane works pretty well in this league, as we just saw there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action. Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. It's the Giants with the early lead. And we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Play action. Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Khalil Mack in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead now 5, 11-6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here's Trubisky. His throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Howard on 2nd down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game, though.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, it's Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Coming out as they get ready.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on first down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Manning now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. On play action. Now Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Manning now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He'll let it go deep for... And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
I know you felt that one.
play. The ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They go counter with Howard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Manning. Incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Manning, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate move.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A give to Howard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Bears on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Manning. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Shepard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know, pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
On 1st down, Manning over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Manning. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Again, it's Manning. This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now Manning again. And that is incomplete here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out comes the field goal team once more from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
In our game, it's been the play of Eli Manning that's been the story so far. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Giants. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second half begins with a run from Barkley, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On second down, here's Manning. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Manning now on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Working from the gun, Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On second down, they run with Stewart, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first and 10, here's Manning. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now Howard shoves him aside and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Running with Howard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Josh Morrow on the stop. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Trubisky will throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton from 4 yards out. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants 1st down.
Eli to OBJ, what a combo. And really, how do you defend them when they're on their game?
Absolutely, and they're on their game in this one. That's really what this offense is predicated on, isn't it?
It really is. It's explosive plays, and it doesn't matter whether Eli throws it 3 yards or 30 yards, OBJ can provide that.
Now Saquon Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They run with Howard, and he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, Keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to just see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception, and sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Manning on the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
From midfield, here's Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Manning to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. First and goal, Jonathan Stewart. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to. They're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Manning. This will be caught at about the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Trubisky to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trubisky to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And they can't bring him down. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Third and goal, here's the option left. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
Well, there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Manning, and fights him off. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They go play action. Trubisky. Pass incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On third down, this is Howard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They start on the ground. It's a Stewart on first. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Manning. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Giants on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Manning. And Ingram hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 30-yard play on third.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Manning.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Riley Dixon now. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs, the mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and
first
now
down.
your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Trubisky to throw. And he's got Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Throwing now is Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Trubisky. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. One last shot for Trubisky. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.